I like it a lot. I like it a lot.
You liked my newsletter. What did you like about today's newsletter, Stu?
The quote you highlighted in it,
Uh-huh.
it is a strategic business move. I dug that.
You did. You were digging that,
I was
huh?
I was digging it. I was like, all right, Jim.
Okay. All
Very
right.
cool way to put it.
Well, I do I do what I can, which sometimes doesn't seem like much, but I do what I can. So, and Stu's talking about our newsletter, and we were talking about why writing a book changes everything. So, I would encourage you to check your email and don't hit delete on that newsletter issue. I actually work really hard on those. So does a team to format them and make them nice. Make them nice,
It is
Stu.
it's very easy to read.
Well, there you go. Well,
I
we're
like
all
it.
about removing the friction, Stu.
I like it.
Just lube me up with bacon grease and shoot me down the slide. So, if you remember last week, we were talking about all things book and things to do inside your book to turn your book into a lead machine, and things
Oh
outside your
yeah.
book, how to use your book, use stuff in your book to be able to do that. And then we said this week we were going to do some stuff to show you the power of using your book and your frameworks within your book, and then demo some genies to help to do that. Instead of just saying, hey, you could do, we'd show you actually how to do, because it's better to do than to think about doing.
I like that.
What's up, Mary? What's up, Paul? So I thought we would just dive right in. So I was able to steal a copy of your book from the interwebs, get all the text out of it, and then sell it on a site. No, I'm just playing. It's April Fool's. But I was able to extract chapter one from the PDF that you sent me,
Okay.
and want to talk about. Vicky says, "Great newsletter. Thank you, Vicky." Um, the reason it's not plain text is because Susan and Nancy get to it, as
Mm.
opposed to me doing it for years, where it was you just be happy with black text on a white background and be quiet. So, but I want to, we were talking about making an offer, coming up with ideas for offers. And I wanted to show you a tool that I don't think gets used as much as it could, especially if you are doing coaching or considering doing coaching. But we actually have a brainstorming genie inside of copy and content that will help you brainstorm coaching offers and how to promote that coaching offer. And it's actually really cool,
Okay.
especially when used in conjunction with a book. And so I thought what we do is jump over here, and Susan, if you want to, you can drop the link to our friends that are already subscribers and stuff, so they can, instead of them going, "Where is that? I didn't know we had that," um, which I take all the blame for.
Uh,
But the coaching offer brainstorm genie. What if, Stu, we took your chapter one of your book, The Never Quit Mindset, and this is where you talk about how the brain body work together to build physical and mental toughness. And
yeah.
we just took that entire chapter, which is really all of your thoughts and frameworks and all that good stuff about that mind body connection. And we put it here into the box, and we hit
Okay.
the build button. And now we can brainstorm a free event to promote your coaching offer. We can brainstorm time-based coaching offer. So if you were just trying to sell an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours of your time, that kind of a thing. A challenge coaching offer, a short program, long program, one-on-one coaching. And let's
Hmm.
see what it does for all of them, because this is going to save you a ton of time trying to brainstorm this stuff. And again, the one thing that I have noticed is everybody kind of thinks of their book as a whole, meaning, like, hold up your book, The Never Quit Mindset. Okay.
You know what, Jim?
Oh snap! Where
I
is it,
don't
Stu?
think I have it.
What?
I don't think I have one.
Permaguard.
I need to
Order
order
one.
some more. I got a whole bunch of others.
What's up? What's up, Zelda? What's up, Dave? We got the peeps
Ah,
over there on. What's up, Sonny? What you got there? Is it close enough? Or did you find it?
ageless athlete. It's close enough.
Okay, ageless athlete. All
You
right,
got to never
cool.
quit with the ageless athlete.
There you go. Well, that's not the one we're using, Stu.
I
So,
know. I don't
so
see it.
anyway, the point that I'm trying to make, and we'll get to this, is
Ah,
that we talked today in the newsletter about your book being a strategic asset, right? So, ooh, that does better on the huh. That does better on the vertical one. Let's try that for a minute. This book is not a single thing. It is a collection of a bunch of things, ideas, frameworks, quotes, um, processes, all that stuff. And so, what you got to look at it is if your book's got 12 chapters, guess what you got? 12 main topics. This book's got, I think, 33 chapters, 33 secrets in it. And that's 33 different frameworks. So, my point is that each one of those can be the basis for a course, a training, a particular coaching program, a challenge. You see what I mean? You
mm-hmm.
can leverage this a whole bunch of different ways instead of just looking at it as a pile of stuff that you sell the pile all at once, especially when you start thinking about using the AI tools to be able to make it work for you. So if we look at this, we're brainstorming some free events you might be able to do just based off of that chapter. So brain back toughness, 7-day micro challenge. I don't know what a micro challenge is, but sounds kind of cool. To stop hitting snooze and start winning your day. That's actually kind of cool. That'd be an easy way to get people in. Rewire and rise, how the brain body builds daily mental and physical toughness. From alarm to action, the neuroscience shortcut for relentless discipline. These are pretty good.
Mm.
The cognitive edge turns survival instincts into everyday grit. It's kind of cool. Stu's like, nah, I don't think so. Um, in 30 to 60 minutes, you'll leave with a neuroscience backed action plan, a 7-day micro challenge plus a morning decision routine that immediately increases your ability to act under discomfort and build. Yeah, it's okay. All right. This isn't another motivational pep talk. The event teaches a reproducible brain based method. So here's your outline. Rapid map. Anyway, these are things that you could do. This is something you could promote on the front end. Now, if you were selling an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, and this is something to really think about inside of your book, okay? So, brain body toughness power hour. 2 hours, you have a personalized resilience activation plan and a practiced micro routine that immediately increases discipline and daily consistency using brain body toughness.
Oh.
I mean, you could yank somebody's chain for an hour on Zoom, right?
That's what I'm doing right now, Jim.
Right.
I'm
So, and
just
this kind of lays it out for you for a couple hours. I mean, if somebody was really, if somebody paid you $500 for 2 hours of your time, would you take their money?
yeah, sure.
Okay. Yeah, I guess if I liked them. So, and all of this stuff is based off of that chapter in your book. Um,
That's really cool.
so this is saying charge them between 500 and 1500. I didn't mean, I'm sorry that I undervalued you, Stu. I apologize.
Quite all right. This is really good, Jim. I like
Um,
these.
Cognitive command 5-day challenge, alarm to action, 5-day body alarm to action, 5-day brain body toughness challenge.
Huh.
I actually like that a lot. That because that's an idea inside your chapter is
Yeah.
talking about the alarm clock going off and stuff.
Yep.
Um, program structure, day 1, reptilian alarm to action, get up and win. Day 2, limbic emotion, stress, motivation, calibration. 3,
Mm.
effective sensation, cognitive reframe. Cognitive, build a doing muscle. 5, integration, create your 7-day tough. Dude, this is actually
Hey!
kind of
That's
cool.
actually just broke down that whole chapter
Yeah.
perfectly.
Into a doable 5-day challenge.
Yeah.
You want me to save this for you?
Yeah, I was just about to ask that.
All right. Yeah, I guess we could look at it in the, might be easier to look at on here.
Oh man, look at that.
Look at all them goodies, Stu.
Huh.
All right, so
Dang.
let's see. Yeah, I really I like this. You could
Yeah.
do this in like 30-second or 30-minute increments. It wouldn't be one of those big ass long things, and everybody kind of shares their thing that they're gonna do.
Yeah. I like what it did because after each chapter I give like 10 to 20 different little things that you can do to make
Uh-huh.
this chapter work for you.
Uh-huh.
It calls them mini challenges
Okay.
in this. It everyone that says a mini challenge, it's one of those little to-dos at the end of the chapter.
Okay.
Micro challenge. Yeah, that's cool.
So, and then delivery elements, 5-day workbook, alarm to action, morning script. Huh. Okay. And that plans out a really cool little challenge there, actually.
Mhm.
All right. So,
It,
short
it
program coaching offer, brain body toughness accelerator, 6 week. So
it's
this
a
is,
cool way to explain how each chapter's set up.
yeah.
I
Well, but
like
see, here's the
that.
thing is most people would try and create a challenge around the whole book.
Right.
But what this does is by isolating it down to the challenge, instead of feeling watered down because you're trying to hit and asking the AI and even your own brain to try and hit the whole book,
Right.
by using a single chapter, it feels much deeper.
Yeah.
And you could do multiple challenges. I mean, you could string these challenges together and help people even get stuff. I mean, my brain's kind of going nuts right now, which it has a tendency to do, but you could do a challenge a month to work people
Yeah.
through the whole book. Um,
Dang.
and
Yeah.
just but keeping it simple. I'm having a meeting with someone who does challenges different than the typical way that they do challenges. She does hers are all based on getting people to take micro actions and then do public commitments. And it actually gets people result instead of the way that most people do challenges, which are um, basically let's overload people's brain and get them full and pumped all full of shit with a bunch of rah rah,
Mm.
and then make them a $5,000 off. Nothing wrong with the $5,000 offer. I've got one, but then make them confuse them and then make them feel like they're not going to have any friends if they don't buy.
Dang.
And that's how most people run a challenge. Um,
Wow.
but anyway, this lays out like a 6-week program. So, week by week doing that. Um, Mary said exactly, thinking it has to be around the whole book instead of a chapter. That's an aha moment. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So delivery elements, bonus stack, all that good stuff. And then now it's, a longer program coaching thing. So brain body toughness mastery. 6 months, you'll convert daily decisions into a resilient brain body system that reliably executes high performance habits, raises stress tolerance, and turns that mental physical toughness into measurable outcomes. Excuse me.
Yeah. I
Um,
could turn this into a live coaching slash webinar session
oh, sure.
and yeah, like once a month going
Yeah.
through yeah, I like this, Jim. I
But this has got a cool thing
I got a new
like this
to-do
one on
list.
one, like if you were just selling time.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, oh, I like that. Huh. All right.
So now we were talking about, okay, So let's say this is the kind of thing we want. Okay, these ideas are great, Jim. How do I translate this into something that I can actually put into my book? Because remember last time we were talking about having offers in the book and driving people to different stuff. Okay. So couple things you can do. One of the things Stu's great at is driving people out of his books to watch videos. So if we were going to say, okay, Stu's got, let's say we just wanted to, I'm going to try and keep this simple. Okay. Um, One of the first things that you can do to drive people out of your book is to give them a URL or a QR code for, hey, here's a mini webinar. So if you'd like to see if you'd like to see this chapter explained in 3 minutes or less, watch this. It's the same thing like you spend a chapter talking about push-ups and push-up push
Sure.
and all that other stuff. But then when you go to YouTube, Stu shows you how to do a push-up properly in I think 13 seconds. I mean, it's the video is not long, but if you put on repeat, guy will break a world record if you sit there long enough. Okay.
Yeah.
So again, not trying to explain the whole book, but rather thinking in terms of a chapter. We're gonna leave this. Okay, we're not gonna get rid of that. But I'm gonna come over here to come on interwebs. Here we go. Vicky says, this is amazing. I'm using this on my podcast. Wow. Awesome.
Oh,
See,
yeah, I like
that's
that.
cool. That's cool thing is your podcast is like, oh, well, once I do a podcast about my book, I'm done. No, you do a podcast about individual chapters and then individual elements of individual chapters.
Yeah.
Uh, okay.
This the brainstorm genie, is that what that is?
This is the coaching offer brainstorm genie,
I
the one
like
that
it.
we just did. And
That
in
was
fact,
really good.
I'm going to save Stu chapter one.
That was really good.
All right. So, explainer video genie. So, you know what I'm going to do here, right? I'm going
Mm,
to take your chapter
okay.
and I'm going to drop the chapter into the easy button, the whole chapter,
Okay.
and I'm going to let it do its thing. Okay. Just filling everything out.
Is this making a script?
Oh, it's going to make an explainer video script based on your chapter of your book. So
Dang.
now what I'm going to do is drop the whole chapter into this section, what it's going to be about. Okay.
Okay.
So if I had your avatar, I would have loaded it. And now let's say we want to do how long of a thing a video script you want to do, like a 1 minute video
Sure.
or okay. So
Yeah. Yeah, that's
we'll
fine.
choose short.
Okay.
And angle of the video you want to do controversial, how to, interesting, personal, serious, urgent, why to.
I think interesting,
Okay.
because this is an interesting chapter.
And writing style, what do you think? Psychology today.
Yes.
All right. We'll do second person. Reading level, we'll do beginner. We'll do disc and then famous copywriter style. We'll do that. My interwebs are moving a little slow today. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
It's that country internet. Here we go. Okay. So we'll just do this one and then we'll do the famous copywriter style one. Now, what this is going to do,
Make a 1 minute script.
it's going to make a 1 to 2 minute script
Huh.
based on your chapter. So, opening shot, a cozy bed with an alarm clock buzzing. I could see you have Denise like filming Stu with his little rubber ducky and his teddy bear. Did your alarm just go off? Your first thought might be stay in bed. That's your brain's comfort zone talking. But here's the secret. This struggle is where mental toughness starts. Your brain has survival instincts pushing you to fight or flee. When you challenge yourself to get up, you're exercising your cognitive brain, the part that decides to take action. Every time you choose to rise instead of hitting snooze, you're building resilience. Think of that moment as a mini challenge. Every
Hmm.
day you overcome, you get stronger, training your mind and body for bigger difficulties ahead. So rise up, enhance, embrace the discomfort. Each challenge is a step towards the resilient, unstoppable you. And then Stu gets out of bed with determination, holding his teddy bear. So, but dude, that's like we took your
Nah,
chapter and turned it into a little
a
thing.
great idea.
And
It's
so
a
this is
great
kind of a motivator, but you can make it a little bit longer. You also could, let's try the how to,
All
okay?
right.
And let's try BuzzFeed. Let's try bottom line.
Oh.
All right. We'll click build and have it do it. But you see, and then I have a question for, and those of you who are here watching us live, or if you're watching in the thing, how many of you already have a book done? I know Vicky has a book done. I think Mary has written a book with us. Um, but if you've written a book with us, just put in the comments me or I got a book because I got a question for you. All right. Okay. Ever hit the snooze on your morning alarm? That's your comfort zone calling, but pushing through that urge builds mental toughness. Your brain works together to help you survive. The brain works together with your body to help you survive. The cognitive part drives action. Want to grow? Start with small steps. Each morning, give yourself a tough challenge. Get up right away. Break free from comfort. That builds resilience. Embrace hardship as a training ground. The more you face challenges, the tougher you become. Start today. Beat that snooze button. That's a
Nice.
totally different video script.
Yeah.
Okay. But it's all based on your chapter. So it'll make some hooks, it'll make some calls to action for that. And then all of a sudden, again, unlock your morning potential, transform snooze into strength. Ready to transform your morning mindset? Click the link below to learn more about our exclusive course on mental toughness and take the first step to becoming your best self. So now, what I want y'all to imagine, those of you who are, Dave says, pert near. There you go. Mary's, Vicky's got it. Um, okay, so I'm going to ask y'all a question. I'm going to ask you this question too, Stu, because I don't think I've told you this.
Okay.
So you saw how we leveraged a chapter in your book.
Yep.
Imagine if you could load your book into the system in your account. So we could take your book, it would automatically slice it, dice it into chapters. It would also do a bunch of summaries and other stuff that were available in there. And then within Genie, you could load your book, select a chapter, and have that be the framework that's used in any Genie that's in. So you would see another button, basically load book, load chapter, that kind of a thing. So instead of you having to go find it, go do the stuff, we can take your book and have it as part of the process within your account, but it would still be secure. We're not using it to train our AI model or anything like that. So it would be something that would basically make it so that you could do exactly what we did here, only faster, quicker, and more consistently throughout. Um, so I just wonder if you thought that, I mean, do you think that would be cool, Stu, to be able to take a chapter of your book and in a few minutes be able to select the chapter, throw it in, create entire trainings, brainstorm stuff, create ads, calls to action, everything integrating the frameworks from your actual book.
No, it's okay. Of course, it's great, man. I got like 10 ideas right now that I'm waiting for the end of this podcast to be over so I can start working on
So,
it.
um,
No, it's really good.
so everybody thinks that would be kind of cool. And the
Yes.
important thing though is that it's your stuff. We're not accessing it. We're not training anything with it or doing anything weird.
Mm.
Um, so um, so now what did we do? Well, we created, and if we do something longer, okay, like let's still to do long, and I won't read the whole thing, but now we're getting into the territory of little mini webinar about stuff. And that's just one thing you could have in there. Hey, want to see me explain this entire chapter in 3 minutes? Scan the QR code or go here. Hey, today we're diving into how your brain and body works together to help you overcome your comfort zone and build toughness, both mentally and physically. First off, I mean, dude, this is a mini webinar right here.
Man, I do this, Jim. I try to come up with a topic before every live Q&A session. Because
Uh-huh.
anytime you go live, there's this onboarding process that occurs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like takes about 5 minutes for people to like really be there, right? And then people are coming in and out and things like that. But
Right.
um this gives me a great way to start it, and then later I'll cut it, make it a short, put it into, the social media webs, and um, just add so much more eyeballs on it. I think, man, it's a great use of your of your time to like put it in front of a live Q&A session, or whatever you want to put it in, and then from there just build on those ideas. I'm very excited about this, Jim.
But see, here's the cool thing. You say build on those ideas. What makes this so exciting is that it's your ideas.
Right.
It's not just AI slop that's being pulled out of thin air to like, that kind of makes sense, or yeah, that's sort of what it would say. This is building stuff around your thought process that's already been refined.
Yeah.
And if you notice this, I never thought about that, but you just gave me an idea for something. This right here, this is like 500 words. This is, if you're burning through it fast, this is a 4-minute presentation. I mean, that you're so it might even be a little bit long, but this is really getting down to it. But you notice, what I want you to notice
Mm.
is that this is all your stuff. It's talking about the reptilian brain, limbic system, cognitive brain, sensation brain, cognitive brain, the power of daily choices, set a morning routine, face many challenges, commit to small challenge each day. And this is really explaining it, and this is your stuff, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's
But
all my stuff. Yeah.
but we all we changed was telling the genie how much of our stuff to use to give us what we need.
Yeah.
And we changed the tone, and we changed the angle. So if I change this to metaphor and make it medium, it's going to massively change this. So this might be more of a social media thing, or like what you're talking about at the beginning of a Q&A. So let's talk about the powerful connection between your brain and body and building physical and mental toughness. Think of your brain like a complex car engine. Each part has a role, but they all need to work together. Dude, this is totally different,
Yeah.
but it's your stuff. Okay. So that's kind of the aha moment that I had, was that if you've written a book, if you've got a book, you're looking at it, and we talked about in the newsletter today that it's a strategic tool. Yes, it's a strategic tool, but it's also a strategic reservoir of your ideas and your frameworks that is vastly underutilized once it's put into book format.
Mm.
Because you're like, well, it's in the book. Great. Well, you can still use those ideas, and they're your ideas. But like, look at this. Now, here's the real magic happens. The cognitive part of your brain, this is the driver behind your actions. When you push yourself to get out of bed despite the comfort, you're flexing this doing muscle. Every time you choose discomfort, you're fueling your mental toughness.
Mm. Yeah.
That's a totally different way of talking about it.
Yeah.
Dave says, I have years of worth of notebooks full of stuff, full of raw material. 100%. I mean, I think your brains are probably popping right now. But let's do something else. Okay. Let's go and let's go to the interview genie. All right. Now, what you know what? You know what I need to add to this, Stu? You know what I
Oh,
need to,
easy
yeah,
button.
there ain't no easy button. So I'm gonna have to do that. All right. Note to self: add easy button to the podcast interview genie. Um, all right. So there's a shortcut for this though. Watch this. We're gonna come over here to Genie Chat, and I'm gonna spitball this. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Here's a chapter of my buddy Stu Smith's book on mental toughness. Analyze the chapter and then give me 10 thoughtful questions that I could ask him for my podcast for my audience of authors and entrepreneurs. All right. So I'm going to paste this in here and it'll do a decent job. It's not the same as all the other stuff that we can do within the Genie, but I think it'll do a decent job. So here we go. Ready? Let's see what this says. All right. Survival instincts. You mentioned the 4 F's of survival instincts. How do these primal instincts manifest in modern life and entrepreneurship beyond physical challenges? That's actually a good question.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, could you elaborate on how awareness of different brain functions, reptilian, limbic, cognitive, affective, sensation, cognitive, can help individuals pursue their goals more effectively? That's kind of, anyway. Um, that's a quickie way to do it. But all of a sudden, hey, what is the basis of all of this? It's a chapter of the book. It's not the book itself. It's not the whole book. And the thing is, and I've been guilty of this, is you think of the book, you want to promote the book, you want to use the book, you want to present the book, but when you want to leverage the book, you don't leverage the book, you leverage it chapter by chapter. That's the key
Yeah.
to this whole thing. And when I realized that, that's when I realized we got to make it so that our authors can load their books in here and just make it, because once I've got it in there, then I can do once you've got it in there, see, I'm thinking about how I'm going to use it too, but once I've got it in there, then I can do a whole lot of other things behind the scenes that you don't even know about, as far as slice and dicing and giving you stuff that's helpful for you, that just by copying and pasting stuff in, it's not the same. Vicky says, psychologically, this gives me so much freedom. Practically, it is on steroids. There you go. So what would be something else that we could do inside the book? All right. Well, little mini webinar thing, which, is basically an explainer video. So how about a call to action?
Sure.
Okay. But here's the thing. What do you think most people do inside of their book as far as their call to action? Do you think the vast majority of people would basically have the same call to action in each chapter? Like, if you're doing a call to action, it's like, hey, I've got a coaching program, I've got a coaching program, I've got a coaching program.
No, you could specify depending on what that chapter is as to what that call is at the end.
100%. I like the way you're thinking. My question is, do you think most people would do that, or do you think most people would just have one ad that they would use throughout? My experience is that most people come up with one ad and just stick it in there a bunch of times. And
Probably.
okay.
Yeah.
So what we could do is use this in conjunction with the call to action genie. So what I'm going to do is, again, I am just going to dump the whole chapter in here and just see what it comes up with. Okay. What we should actually do is use the genie um, and offer together to be able to make it really cool. But purpose for this call to action is for the end of a book chapter. This is our avatar. Build mental toughness. Um, Result, destination. Did you ever get neverquitmindset.com?
I think I got something else.
Okay.
.net, I think, or .usa.
Okay.
I haven't used it yet. I
Okay.
need to use it.
I'm just showing how we could use this to create some calls to action based on the chapter itself. Unlock your potential. Ready to build mental toughness? Discover daily wins that will change your life. That's pretty good right there.
I like it.
Want to never quit mindset? Start small and conquer. Tired of feeling stuck? Learn how to create lasting change one step. Dude, that's a great little ad, actually. I like
Yeah,
that a lot.
absolutely.
You ready to break free of your comfort zone? Don't let fear hold you back. So these are all good little things that you could use at the end of a chapter. Um, Unleash your inner warrior. Time to break free from your comfort zone. Discover how to build mental toughness now. And again, you see how this is framing it from within the chapter. You might be promoting the same thing in every single chapter. Like if you were doing your never quit mindset course,
Yep.
but it's having the framing match the topic of the chapter that makes it more effective. And it's as simple as just plugging in the chapter to get the main idea stuff out of it. And yes, could you do this manually? Sure. But do you remember I mean, it's the thing is, I don't remember what's in every single chapter in this book. I know what each chapter is about if I look at the title of the chapter, but do I remember every single thing I wrote, every framework I distilled? All no.
Nope.
But if I could just load that puppy in there and I'd be like, oh damn, I'm smart. So anyway, that's where we're headed with that.
I like
Um
that.
Zelda says, look like I can use the genie to finally start. Nice work. Um anyway, so that would be another thing. We've got our stuff to put at the end. And another thing that you could do, and there's a lot of things that you can do, but one other thing that you can do to get people out of your book and over onto the web is to offer them a checklist. Now, we have uh, Genies built into our book writing system that help you come up with checklists based on each chapter and stuff. But if you didn't write your book through our system, then you can't use those. But if you come over and you do the, I guess I could go to the this. I would assume it's under checklist Genie. All right. And yet again, I'm going to drop in this. And the cool thing is, if I had my avatar, I wouldn't even need to do that. So what I'm going to do, stand by one sec. We got to change something on this. I'm going to up the limit on that because it says it's only at 2,000. So if you just hang loose real quick, I'm going to up that. Stu, say something to fill the silence.
I spent a minute to find out what my domain was
Uh-huh.
for Never Quit Mindset, and it is the Never Quit Mindset.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I can fix that.
But
Um,
that's not that big a deal. We can fix it. Just
okay.
just wanting to let you know I paid attention, and when you said you got to go get that domain name, and I was like, okay, I'll go get that domain name. But I haven't done anything with it, and I should start linking it. In fact, when I'm done here, that's my first step. Link it to my StuSmithFitness.com, or I will just make a whole new website and figure it out from there.
There you go. All right. There we go. So I'm gonna hit that, and then I really want to see what it does on this. So now what I'm gonna do, uh, I'm gonna drop in your chapter, and experience level, we'll do beginner. Type a list. We want to do a checklist, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, no, but I notice it'll do FAQ and list. Um, what do we want to do? Like, we'll do how to. That's fine.
Yeah, yeah.
How many items we want on the checklist? You want to do like 7?
Sure.
Okay. Writing style. We'll do psychology today. All right. So it'll do titles, intro paragraph, and the checklist. Interesting. So now we can download this. I would get in and play with this, but download the checklist for chapter 1. Uh, you like that one?
Yep.
From instinct to action.
Yep.
In chapter 1, we delve into the incorrect related brain done at the core beginning. 4 F's. This chapter unlocks Unpacks. Eh, a 7-item checklist. All right. So we gave it a ton, so it gave us back a ton. But understand your survival instincts, identify the parts of your brain, recognize daily comfort challenges, consciously train your cognitive brain, embrace discomfort, accumulate small doses of toughness, and reflect on adversity.
Mm.
That's a good little checklist. I mean, that's this is something that if you were to go out to some, have in your chapter, hey, download the checklist for this chapter to make it real in your life. If I downloaded this, especially if you took 10 minutes to edit it, I would feel like you had given me something valuable.
Okay.
I don't know about you.
Yeah, I love these. This is
And
it
again,
it is a greater way of explaining chapter 1 than I have done in the past.
so imagine
Yeah.
now if this was like the members area or something like that.
Yeah.
Um, so anyway, that's kind of cool. So
I
there
love
you
it.
go. So this 3 ways using your chapter. Big thing I want to get across is don't see your book as a giant thing that you got to push all the time. Look at each individual chapter as its own individual gold mine. And by doing that, you're able to really expand and exploit and leverage the content. And the great thing that should get you excited is not depending on the AI slop. It's like when you put those ideas out, that's your stuff. And I didn't even show you how you can take that chapter and turn it into a webinar or a training or something like that. We got tools and we got another tool coming with that will blow your mind.
Mm.
That's super cool. So, but then leveraging that chapter, leveraging the conversation in that chapter, then using it to create other stuff that jives directly with that chapter topic and the frameworks and stuff. So, lots of really cool things on the way here in the next 30, 60, 90 days in copying content.
Mm.
Just some really neat stuff that we're able to help you to leverage and do some neat things. Also, some other things coming with the copywriting and getting your sales letter over into like go high level. Some
Mm.
things that are happening on that end that you're able to basically take your sales letter and throw it over in there and it makes your funnel
Mm.
like makes it. It's
Nice.
really cool, and we're getting that all dialed in. So lots of neat stuff. All right. Any final thoughts, Stu? Observations?
No, you just got me excited. Yeah, I'm looking at some of the comment section over here too, and they seem to be fairly excited as well. Um, so
Cool.
yeah,
All right.
I got a big to-do list right now that I want to get started on. So
All right. Well, we appreciate y'all. If you're members of CopyandContent.AI, thank you. We appreciate you. If you're not a member yet, go over to CopyandContent.AI and join because we're doing some amazing stuff and you witness just kind of the tip of the iceberg here. So, everybody have a great day and we will talk to you soon. Bye bye, everybody.